Welcome to the world of horror, the suspense, and enjoy this heart-stopping horror story. Girls' Hostel. Laura was breathing heavily, completely terrified. Her hair was messy, and she stood in front of the mirror trying to tie it back. But her hands were shaking so badly she couldn't do anything. That night, for the first time ever, she regretted her habit of staying awake late. Laura felt like someone was still following her. This whole incident began years ago when Manisha and Laura studied in Class A of a boarding school and lived in the girls' hostel. The boarding school was known for discipline and excellent studies, but the girls' hostel had a very different story. 5 years ago, a simple, intelligent Class 9 girl had died on the 5th floor of the girls' hostel. No one ever understood how she died. Teachers and parents confirmed she had no depression, no study pressure, nothing at first. But slowly, year after year, a rumor spread that the girl's ghost still lived on the 5th floor. Because of this, the school authorities sealed the entire floor. It was opened only once a week for cleaning. 5 years after this incident, Manisha and Laura started sharing a room in the hostel. Their routine was fixed. Laura stayed awake all night, studying. At 7 a.m., she woke Manisha, then slept. Manisha studied until breakfast. Manisha wore glasses and always kept a black thread tied to her wrist, given by her mother. Just like other students, they didn't believe in 5th floor ghost stories. But still, no one ever went there. But on 10th December, something happened. Something Manisha didn't even know. Around 12:30 a.m., Laura was studying, while Manisha slept on the other side of the room. Suddenly, Laura felt thirsty and went to the hall. When she switched it off, silence. She picked up her mug, turned around, and froze. Manisha was standing right behind her. Because of the darkness, only half of Manisha's face was visible. She looked different. She wasn't wearing her glasses, and the black thread on her hand was gone. Laura asked, "Why did you wake up so early?" Manisha softly replied, "Let's go to the balcony on the 5th floor." Hearing that, Laura's eyes widened, and a nervous smirk appeared on her face. Before she could say anything, Manisha grabbed her hand and pulled her up the stairs. As they walked, only Laura's slippers made sound. Manisha was barefoot. Something was very wrong. The 5th floor door, usually locked, was open. They stepped inside. It was cold, windows rattling in the winter air, fog building in the dark hallway. Soon, they found themselves inside a particular room. It was the room, the one where the girl had died 5 years ago. Neither of them had ever seen it before. On the wall, scratched deeply with fingernails, was written, 10th December. They went to the balcony and looked down. Manisha had been silent for a long time. Laura, shivering, said, "Let's go back down." But Manisha didn't respond. Then, for the first time, she looked directly into Laura's eyes, and Laura's blood froze. Manisha's eyes were completely white. In a deep, slow voice, she said, "Jump." Laura couldn't understand. Why was Manisha telling her to jump? As seconds passed, Manisha's voice grew heavier, deeper. "Jump, jump." Laura felt hypnotized. Her body was frozen in place. She felt like if she didn't jump, Manisha would push her. Her vision blurred. Her eyes were closing. Then suddenly, a loud thud came from the floor below. It snapped her back to reality. She pushed Manisha hard and ran. Behind her, she heard a horrifying scream. Something not human. She didn't dare look back. She ran to her room, slammed the door shut. And what she saw next shocked her more than anything. Manisha was lying on the bed, sleeping peacefully, in the same position as when Laura had left. Laura shook her awake in panic. Manisha hugged her, shocked at her pale face and red eyes, but Laura said nothing. She couldn't. Later, while washing her face in the mirror, she realized her hair was still messy from fear. She tied it up and went to sleep. From that day, Laura started sleeping at night and avoiding Manisha. Whenever Manisha studied at night, she felt someone staring at her, and most of the time, it was Laura. Finally, frustrated, Manisha asked what happened that night. Laura told her everything. After hearing it all, Manisha felt chills. She knew the truth no one else knew. That girl had died on the same date, 10th December. So all the stories, all the rumors were true. There was a ghost on the 5th floor. After that day, they never talked about the 5th floor again. But they could never forget the terrifying incident. If you liked this story, don't forget to subscribe to The Suspense.